honestly, I'm not really sure. I haven't. Uh, it's hard to kind of follow with a lot of the teams. I'm familiar with their personnel and kind of their offense that they're running, but um, they're a team that's obviously dangerous, can shoot the three ball. Sabonis does a lot of the handling, um, and just a team can play fast pace and it's just very dangerous.
Al, what's the value of spending so much time with the Western Conference teams over the past week and now 2 more games?
It does have some value to it. I mean, I feel like they play, with a faster pace over there. They just play a little different. So it's good for us to get different looks and just good experiences. We only play them twice a year, and the fact that we get so many of them in a row, I feel like it's good for our group.
What did you take away from that Florida game, Al? Obviously, they're one of the top teams in the league this year. You spent a lot of time with some of those guys when they were younger. What do you kind of see that team becoming, and what do you guys learn from that game?
Yeah, absolutely. They're a very good team, a team that knows how to play. On the offensive end, they know how to execute and attack, and they know their strengths. And defensively, they did a really good job that game of taking our stuff away. So just very impressed with what Coach Dagnall has done there, and those guys seem to continue to take steps up. Shea and Lou Dort and those guys, they just continue to get better. They continue to be more solid, and it was a good hard-fought game, and they just continue to improve on their foundation, their defensive identity. I think the playoffs for them was really good for them last year. I felt like they got some good experience off of that, and obviously they're handling this season much better because of it.
Joe said before you guys, Kristaps said before you guys went on the trip, you had a meeting. Joe said the trip was a success overall. How do you feel like that meeting helped you guys? What do you feel like you got out of it?
A meeting? KP talking about, I mean, we have a meeting. We didn't have no meeting. I mean, it was just, I
Like a
guess,
normal film thing?
just watch film. No, I mean, I felt like it was good. It was good for, I feel like road trips are always good to test kind of where you're at as a team. And, going 3-1, I was very happy, with our group. Obviously you want to win every game, but overall I felt like I was happy with what our group was able to put out. For me in particular, that Houston game, I felt like we played really, really well. So I was happy about that, and that's something that you can build on. And now, we understand that we have our, there's some urgency from our side coming into playing at home against Sacramento. It's a team that has been playing better. It's a team that's going to challenge us in transition and with the way that they play.
Yeah, you mentioned Sabonis. How much do you enjoy that challenge of facing a more ball handling big, and what kind of adjustments do you have to make?
It's definitely a big challenge, and when you have guys like that, we have to make sure that as a team we're all really synced in what we're doing, and understand that it's not like necessarily a one-on-one matchup. And our shifts have to be great. We have to be very aware and understand what they're trying to do, and that's kind of what we prepared for this morning.
Is Derrick White an all-star?
Yes.
Why?
Well, before I say it, I'd say Derrick White's a winner, and he is an all-star. But why? Is because he's a winner, because he does all the things that need to be done for our team to succeed. He scores the ball. He plays defense. He leads our team as our point guard, and does a lot of the intangibles, a lot of the things that that you can't put a number on. So I feel like a lot of the times we try to measure and get caught up in numbers, and he can put them up if he needs to. But more importantly, he plays to win, and I think that's ultimately going to be rewarded for him. Yeah, no, absolutely. It's always good to come home, and for me, it's I want to make sure that that we're better. That our last few home games just weren't as we wanted it. I mean, we won against Toronto, but lost against Indiana, lost against Philly. So we got to make sure that we hold home court here, especially tonight.
Is being on the road, is there an advantage of just the time you guys spend together, like as far as just talking about the game or just like having fun off the court too? Since you're here, everybody has their own lives.
Yeah, I mean, on the road you're kind of you are more together. I don't know if there's an advantage, but I do believe that as a group we're going to have to rally together even more because we're going on the road and we need one another because we're going against obviously the other team and have to deal with the crowd. You have to deal with a lot of things that go on with the game. So I think that that's where the advantage comes in, or the understanding that we need to make sure that we're in sync and we're doing things together. I feel like the road brings that out of us. That's what I would say.